here we are. There's Arnold in the store.
Well, I always liked fashion. Before I got into this, I loved Italian fashion. But then when I moved to the mountains, I discovered the English look. You know, everyone's very English there, the way they dress and behave. So then I realised, yeah, what a great thing. And then I just thought, well, now that I'm no longer an auditor, I've got to do something. So I started renting some space and using my knowledge of fashion. Admittedly, I didn't have a lot of knowledge on vintage fashion, so I had to learn really quick. But the mountains is a great place to do that, to learn quickly, because it's so popular, and it just started from there. And then from there, from the clothes, which is what I knew, I then spun off into tea sets and clocks.
Right.
So clocks was my passion. I loved clocks.
Okay.
You know, and I think every house should have a really cool looking tea set displayed in the cabinet.
Yeah.
It's just my own.
Don't come to my house then.
Oh,
you would be disappointed, I assure you.
It's very hard to make a shop like this function and succeed unless you're sort of living in the shop. So I learnt that from my overseas travels, and that, you know, you save on a lot of costs, and you know, it's like my living room.
Yeah.
You know, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It means I can watch the Wimbledon, watch the World Cup and everything.
Fantastic.
Out the back, and you know, have the luxury of sleeping in. Blue Mountains, I was in Katoomba, so out there with the greenies and the, you know, the land lovers, the tree huggers, the environmentalists. You've got all the fringe groups out there.
Right.
So they do support the recycling aspect of vintage, and they're also very eccentric.
Okay.
So, you know, like on a hot summer's day, it's normal to see someone wearing a safari suit. And that's just typically normal out there. No one would bat an eyelid because it's normal.
Yeah.
Whereas here, they might look at you like you're some sort of, you know, eccentric person.
Right. Okay.
Out there, it's normal, which is awesome.
I want to move out there.
Yeah. Well, I've got a bit of everything for everybody. Like most stuff is everyday stuff that you can go out and wear, like the Australian jumpers and formal suits. Then I've got things like special occasion stuff, like wedding dresses and things like that. I supply to the film industry as well, so that's an important part of what I do. And I also supply a lot of collectible Australian memorabilia. You know, like the Qantas suit that I got there by Yves Saint Laurent in the window.
Fantastic.
And these ones here, the military jacket. And the Australian that's an Australian military jacket, ceremonial one for night time, or this one here, which is a Australian marching band suit. I try to specialise in that because I want an Aussie theme in the shop, because I want the tourists that come in to see. Oh, that's a great bit of Australiana.
So is that a big part of your market?
It is.
The tourists?
They'll come in and they'll want a souvenir. And you know, they don't want to spend $300 on an Akubra hat, a new one, so they'll buy one off me.
Yeah.
For $60.
Yeah.
So
it's funny you should say that, because my dad, when he visited Australia, got an Akubra hat.
Oh. Well, look, when I was in the mountains, every time I'd see the cross on TV, there'd be a bashing or an assault or something negative was on there, you know, and that was the cross I grew up with.
Right.
You know, as a kid, I'm thinking, yeah, look, I came here for bucks parties, and then you'd put the news on the next day, and you'd see what you saw the night before, rough stuff. You know, now there still is a little bit of that, but it's a, you know, it's a restaurant town now. You go here on a Sunday when I go and catch a train to visit my parents, the restaurants, all the outdoor seating arrangements, they're all full. I can't believe it's a cross on a Sunday afternoon. I think, wow, this is great. The area is now becoming known, in addition to the restaurants and things, less red light and more boutique. Yeah, which is great.
I think you probably got in at the right time.
I got in, yes, that's right. Because since I've been here, others have now opened, and very interesting. It's interesting stuff. The other businesses have been very welcoming to me and say, that's great that, you know, you're doing this, that, you know, you're sort of not recycling, but doing something that no one's doing.
So what I want to know is, what is your favourite item in your store?
Well, it has to be the very first item that I bought that got me started in this.
Okay.
Which is that military lamp up there, the oil lamp.
Oh, wow.
And at the top here, it's got MP, which is military police.
Okay. 1890s.
Yeah. It should be in a museum.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah,
that is antique, isn't it?
That's right. And this is something I shouldn't be selling because that's the first thing I bought. But there's not a lot of room in the studio on that, so I'll just leave it in here.
How much will that set me back?
It's $800. Very lucky to get the collection from Bob Down, the Australian entertainer.
Okay.
And Bob Down is a famous Australian entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
He's predominantly a comedian, but he's also a singer, a TV host, and just a TV celebrity. He wanted to part with some of his collection, and he chose my shop.
Okay.
For that, yeah.
Quite cool then.
So that was quite a coup.
Yeah.
Quite a coup. And that was great for me.
Yeah.
Because then, a lot of people say, wow, where did you get this from?
Mm.
And I said, well, that actually belonged to Bob Down.
Mm.
Like the uniform, he had an act where one of his characters wore the Qantas Air hostess. That was his character.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and his nickname is Mr. the Polyester Prince, because he's known with his safari suit and things like that. He's a local guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Actually Potts Point, or?
Well, I think, no, Darlinghurst.
Okay.
Yeah, Darlinghurst, yeah.
Right. Oh, neighbour.
Neighbour, yeah.
I would like you to dress me up.
Okay.
So you've got a vast selection of different things here that I could go for, but I want you to dress me as a pimp.
A pimp? Gee.
I will give you 5 minutes to get together a suit for me.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And once I'm all dressed and ready, I want to be the flyest guy in Potts Point.
Okay.
Okay.
Done, Chris. Done.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about you can even outdo Austin? Yeah, baby. You can outdo Austin. This is a hard assignment. That early 70s, but
it wasn't meant to be easy.
No, this is it, Chris. This is it.
You got it?
Yep, I've got it.
Okay. All right. So, when I come back, I'm going to be Potts Point's #1 pimp.
Gee.
How do I look?
Yeah, looks great.
Am I pimping?
Yes.
Yeah? Biggest pimp in Potts Point?
I think so, and there's a lot of competition. They're going to have, security to stop for the people harassing you, Chris.
I think so. I'm going to have to put some oil so they just slip off when they try grabbing me. Okay, so now I'm officially pimping. What I want to know is, how much does all this gear cost me?
All right. Well, the jacket, Chris, that's about $180. That's an English leather jacket.
Mm-hmm.
The shirt's a 70s geometric style shirt. That's about $60. And the pants are a bit expensive because they're a very limited edition Levi's trousers, and they hardly made any.
Okay.
So yeah, they're about $150.
Sure.
And they're part of Bob Down's collection.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they're no ordinary sky blue flares.
In the man's trousers.
That's Bob Down's trousers.
Okay.
Very cool Levi's collector pair.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. And the cane.
Oh, well, the cane.
Most important.
I might even throw the cane in.
Really?
Well, I use the cane to get hats off the walls and things like that.
Okay. All
But
right.
I have sold a few canes. People tend to lose canes around here.
They lose.
I've been asked a few times. People have said I've lost my cane. Yeah.
Well, I'll take the cane and I'll take the outfit as well.
No problems.
So, thank you very much,
Well,
Arnold.
looking great, Chris.
Thank you.